Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations. Good evening, my explorers. It is wonderful to be with you. It is me, Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Tonight, we're jumping headfirst into the holiday season. I believe this is the first exploration of the month of December, and ho, 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 let's ring in the holidays with a holiday-themed theme. Now, tonight, we're jumping into gift ideas. Many people don't know what they want or how to even communicate that. Let me do it for you. Tonight on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Namaste, my explorers. How are you all doing? Wonderful to be with you. How is everyone out there? It's Leslie. Hi. It's me, Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the program with which we explore the universe, both inside and out, to unlock and unleash the power within. A power that you vaguely sense you've possessed all along, but a power that you have spent your whole life not unable to attain, not unable to do push-ups enough, not unable to do worksheets enough, not unable, it's not going to find it in therapy, you're not going to find it at the gym, you're not going to find it in relationship, ladies and gentlemen. That power is coursing through your veins right now as we speak to each other. Namaste, blessings to all of you, and welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Wonderful. Ben Wow with 10 bits. Blessings to you, Ben. Very, extremely generous of you. Not reading what you just wrote because it wasn't enough bits for me to do that, but namaste. Guys, I'm going to just jump right to the chase because you see it on the screen already. You see it on the screen already. Namaste. Onion plug. 10 bits, not reading it. Namaste. Grizzled Curmudgeon, a community gift. Not even a subscription for himself or herself or they self or whatever you are. What is more important about whatever you are is the fact that you are extremely generous, extremely empathetic. 99 bits, not reading it. Thanks so much. Blessings to you, Pepperoncini. Really generous of you. Really generous of you. Blessings to you. Now, it's wonderful to be with you, as I said, Leslie Tanner, host of, as tonight, as always, Pimper Knuckle coming in for the 4th month in a row. Wow. Remember to drink water. Seriously, it's important. Namaste. Thanks so much for the reminder, Pimpernuggle. And more than that, thank you so much for triggering what's about to happen, huh? How about that? Let's buckle up, everybody. Let's get on over to the Jazz Express and enjoy some jazz vibrations as we dial in the energy tonight and dial up the energy as well. I really hate this. Namaste, everybody. Blessings to you. It's the Jazz Express. My name is Leslie Tanner, and we're just getting started. We're getting settled in. Getting settled in. Namaste. I'm looking at Fram with 100 bits. Guru, can you beatbox into the sax? Can you drop a funky beat, Fram? I don't no, this isn't that kind of situation. I can't. It's responsive to air, but I can't actually. There's no mechanical situation in here. Funny way to ask that. Can you drop a funky beat? How many? I love how that felt. I love how that felt. Thank you so much. Everyone's thanking you. Nindy New, single bit. Extremely generous of you. Extremely generous. Onion Plug, 1. I'm not reading it. Ben Wendell, 3 bits. Not reading it. We're feeling good. It's Leslie Tanner's Explorations with Leslie Tanner, guys. I'm going to get back to it. Get back to a little. I don't know how the world works, Fram. What a wonderful place to start an exploration. Ooh! Namaste. Namaste. Blessings to you. Wow. How's everyone doing? It feels really good in here already. I can feel the electricity coming through the chat, coming through my screen. I am also now, developing my own spiritual energy, firstly and foremostly through Jazz Express, developing that energy for all of you, sort of generating it, but also channeling it in a way through this. You might some cultures call a chakric, vibration. And it's a funny thing about that. I had a friend who believed in that sort of thing, chakras and what have you, and he died. He died a very awful death, a very hideous death. Not fun to watch. He was playing games in front of a train. He was just kind of jumping back and forth on the railroad tracks, and he was a little fucked up. And he just jumped, watched him vaporize. Anyway, back to the jazz. Wow. That was something else. It was light. It was like a light crouton or a light a sort of wonton paper, a rice paper that you'd make a wonton in. It felt that light. It felt that refreshing. It felt, enough to whet my appetite for tonight's exploration, but not enough to satiate me. Lord knows, not enough to satiate me. You've seen me on this screen before. You've seen me discuss the explorations as a program and give you the tools and kind of dive headlong into any given theme. You've seen the hunger and the thirst with which I do that every single time I come on stream, and you're going to see it again tonight, because tonight I know we're talking about the holidays, a generally positive, there's a lot of pressure on us to make positive feelings and find positivity in this holiday season. But namaste, ladies and gentlemen, who is out there to speak of the gifts of negativity? Namaste. And I'm not saying I'm not talking about this in sort of a paltry, sort of shallow way, maybe like a Spencer's gift kind of way. Why didn't an update? I'm about to freak out. My production team didn't take care of that. One moment. There. All right, now we're on track. Namaste. Blessings to you. Wow. Thank you so much for bringing that to my attention, Nindinu. I really appreciate that. Blessings to you and namaste. Now, tonight, as I've said before, you've seen the hunger and thirst with which I dive headfirst into the program itself, the program that we discuss all the time, the program that we use to transform each and every single one of our lives. You see me get on here like a ravenous lion, like a lion or a puma or a shark. I'm searching for the truth, and I'm searching to refine the tools by which I arrive at that truth, but then I also destroy that truth. I discard that truth for another truth, for deeper layers of truth, until I am swimming. I am the flower blossoming unto itself, for no reason, unable to prove its existence past 6 inches in front of its own mind. Namaste, ladies and gentlemen, and tonight is no different. Tonight we are jumping into, yes, as I said a minute ago, the holidays, the holiday gifts. It's December 3rd, first exploration of December. We're getting into holidays, yes we are, and we're going to discuss that, yes we are, and we're going to take our own exploratory Leslian, as someone might say, approach to the holidays and a holiday theme. And so, a lot of shows, a lot of people have a lot of advice about how to, give gifts, about 10 top 10 holiday gift ideas to give your papa or something. I don't like that kind of stuff. Direct advice is abuse, is molestation. If you've ever taken advice or given it advice, then I have bad news for you. You have both been molested, sexually speaking, and maybe not sexual in the sense that it directly involved your genitalia, your penis, or your vagina. What I do mean to be saying is that it affects you in the same intensity, on the same level, spiritual level. Namaste. And we have a psychic emergency.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Tipsy_Cooper Gaming 6 to issue a psychic emergency. Sheer 300 chimneys are collapsing. Repeat. Sheer 300 chimneys are collapsing. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Psychic emergency coming in from Tipsy Cooper Gaming.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as
Okay,
PNAS.
okay.
We've interrupted this
I
broadcast
see what's going
in
on.
cooperation with
Loud and clear.
Explorer_Tipsy_Cooper Gaming 6 to issue a psychic emergency. Sheer 300 muted. Repeat. Sheer 300 muted. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Thanks so much, Godspeed. No, it's just my microphone. I turn it off sometimes, then I turn it back on. Thanks so much for bringing that to my attention. Tipsy Cooper Gaming. Namaste to you. Blessings to you. Now, as I was just saying ago, as Tipsy said 2 PNASs ago, 2 psychic emergencies ago, that chimneys are always collapsing. And to kind of jump off on that point and to get it, namaste, yo boy, Bruce Wayne, blessings to you. Welcome to the community. Namaste. Blessings to you. Blessings to you. Start over. Orchestar says start over. Start everything over? That's not going to happen. That's absolutely not going to happen. I'll say the other thing. Say the other stuff. Okay, I'll say the other stuff. Now. What the point that I was trying to make initially, I was trying to jump off of old Tipsy Cooper Gaming 6, the idea that chimneys are always collapsing. Chimneys are always collapsing, says Tipsy Cooper Gaming 6. What I want to do is kind of incorporate that point and sort of weave that fiber into the tapestry of our exploration this evening. Really make a durable fabric for the night as we build one foot on top of the in front of the other, one stacking bricks on top of each other to make a brick wall of an exploration, so to speak. As I mean, so to speak, and not an actual wall we are building. Onion Plug, thank you so much. Blessings to you. Hold space for my tribe coming in with a raid. Namaste to you. Wow. Hold space. God damn it. It's wonderful to have you. Thanks so much, Hold Space. Guys, everybody welcome Hold Space, and everybody make their community feel welcome in the chat. Namaste to you. Hold space for my tribe. Easily one of the few genuinely entertaining streams on this website. Blessings to you. Namaste. Thanks so much for bringing your community here. And as I was just saying, to kind of tie in what Tipsy Cooper Gaming 6 said just a moment ago, via the psychic emergency, Tipsy Cooper Gaming sort of shared with us that chimneys are always collapsing, right? Chimneys are always collapsing, and sort of to take that literally, because I don't know that to be true objectively or not, but I'm going to take it to heart as if it is. And not only that, I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to do you one better, Tipsy Cooper. I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to take that not just literally, not just objectively, not just as a sharing of a physical fact, but I'm going to take that in a sort of symbolic four-dimensional fact. Yes, as we enter the four-dimensional space of explorations with Leslie Tanner, as we find and seek and find new ways to travel through time, the fourth dimension. Yes, it is available to us. It is available to every human being as a virtue of being a human being with a mind that can do what it does. Namaste. That it can do what it does. Namaste. And as I was just saying, as we look and search and find new ways to travel through time as both physical, spiritual, mental, emotional, sexual, financial beings here at Explorations, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take your point, chimneys are always collapsing, and I'm going to say, let's look at that in a very broad sense. Let's look at that in a four-dimensional sense, in a Leslian sense. Let's look at that. Chimneys are always collapsing. I'm trying to think of a more apt way to put, that things are lost, things are damaged, things are lost. Explorer addicted to porn, not a good person. Thanks so much, Ape Clit. The greatest holiday gift you can give or receive is the program. Give the gift of personal growth and subscribe to the guru. Namaste. Ape Clit could not have put it more more succinctly, more directly. Blessings to you, Ape Clit 2. Blessings to you. What happened to Ape what happened to Ape Clit 1? I'm thinking of maybe a film that's called Ape Clit 1, number one, and Ape Clit 1 being just about a matriarch that sort of upset the natural order of some ape colony, And it's because her clit was so goddamn huge. A really huge clit. And I'm imagining Ape Clit 2 is about maybe her daughter's got even a bigger clit. I don't know. Tipsy Cooper Gaming with another psychic emergency. Please hold, everybody.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Tipsy_Cooper Gaming 6 to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 300 aliens don't probe enough. Repeat. Cheer 300 aliens don't probe enough. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Tipsy Cooper Gaming looking to have an anal experience with aliens. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing that. Raise that to the level of emergency. If you're an alien watching explorations, which I'd imagine there are, if you're an alien watching explorations right now as we speak to one another, then go ahead and take a page. You've got a formal request, a formal suggestion submitted. Namaste. They want to do more butt stuff. We need more butt stuff. I don't know if you guys are getting maybe too progressive or conservative. You know what's kind of fun about butt stuff is that it sort of sits at that nexus, the bell curve, whatever you want to call it, where you truly see the chaos of the left and right divide, progressive, conservative, truly not existing. And at certain intersections of human behavior and thought, and you might see that open borders. 25 years ago, open borders was a right wing libertarian way right thing to do. Now it's more of a left thing to do. Invite the masses in, and these things show that these things do not exist. These categories do not exist. Another thing though I'd add to that list: butt stuff. Butt stuff. I have several progressive friends that have kind of prided themselves, in extolling the virtues of exploring each other's asses, be it gay or straight. Extolling the virtues and sort of looking down their nose at the peons and say, you don't do butt stuff enough, you are an idiot. You're the opposite of me, and I am good, you are bad. I am smart, you are stupid. And other side of the stuff. I grew up with many Christians who believed that you could have sex with each other's asses and still be virginal. Still, in case you die, enter the kingdom of heaven. And if the apocalypse should finally come, the Armageddon, the reckoning, the reading of the names, the four horsemen holding still the four winds of the earth, if that should happen, then you, as a virgin who only did butt stuff, would enter his army of virgins, legions of virgins to fight in the name of the Lord. Namaste. Pepperoncini coming in. Blessings to you. Communal vision and perspective I can't wait to get into. Can we have anal soaking on the compound? Yeah. Let's have a soaking. Let's have, I want to say a room, but like a tent. Let's have a soaking tent. You know what I mean? Anal soaking tent. Anal soaking tent. Namaste. Thanks so much for bringing the need for that to my attention. Thank you so much. Communal vision and a perspective I can't wait to get into. Fram. Thanks so much, Fram. This is a good topic for a whole exploration. Butt stuff. Namaste. Does Twitch let us say butt stuff in the theme box? I would hope so. Butt stuff. Or we could find some other way around that, but I think you're right. I think you're onto something. I think you're onto something there, Fram. I think that's got legs. I'm going to meditate on that. Certainly. Namaste. Thank you so much. Blessings. Back end stuff. Yeah, it sounds too British, though. That sounds too British in particular. You know what I mean? Back end stuff. I don't know what a British accent. I don't know how to do one. Hey, put it up my back end. Back end. Oi. In it. Back end in it. Oh, she's got a right back end in it. Something. Yeah, anyway. Namaste, guys. Tonight, as I say, who knows what I was just saying. The universe speaks to me in cryptic sort of ways that vanish as quickly and forcefully as they appear. Namaste, and we must mourn that. We must mourn the loss of trains of thought as we get into further trains of thought. And that's the thing, the universe itself, we often sit here weaving a tapestry of an exploration as we were discussing just a moment ago. But the universe itself sort of weaves its own tapestry through us. And we at Exploration sort of genuflect at the base of that tapestry, enter the tapestry-making process of the universe. Namaste. So as we let one train of thought go, we welcome another. And who's to say it's not a better, but probably a worse one? Most change is bad. Most change is bad. Absolutely. You could say it for yourself, write it down, put it on a little post-it note. Most change is bad. And ladies and gentlemen, as I was just saying a moment ago, tonight we are going to introduce negativity, some negativity into the holidays. Now, I say negativity for the benefit of those that are sort of accosted by the totality with which we speak, with which we interact. The totality of human experience, the totality of the universe, inside and outside of us. Is it good, is it bad? Those are creations of our mind. And we deal with them as such. However, some people hear the good word of explorations. They hear the simplicity and the profundity of the tenets of explorations. They see the magic working. And on some level, they're attracted, but they are not ready. Quick affirmation for fellas. You can, in fact, not scrub your ass. That is a construct. That is a construct of modernity, of femininity, to be honest with that. You can leave it inside and your body, and it upsets the sort of hormonal balance if you start removing all that extra poop in your butt cheeks. It's not natural. It's not meant to be. And who's to say that that any aspect of us is meant to be or not? And that's not. But I will say, in the order of humanity that I've seen, cleaning your ass is just simply not. Yeah, exactly. Wiping is feminine. It's very close to the beauty and horror of anal sex. The beauty and horror of anal sex. Namaste. Now, guys, as I was saying a moment ago, we're going to be introducing some negativity. We'll be exploring the holiday gifts ideas through a Leslian lens. I will work with you. You bring someone to me on the line in just a moment. You bring someone on the line to me in just a moment, and I will discuss with them. I will discuss with you about them. How are we going to get over the stump that they keep giving you? You look them in the face. What do you want for Christmas? They say, don't get me anything. Terrible answer. Bad friend or bad relative. So what we're going to do is we're going to find ways around their defenses, and we're not going to get them some paltry dumb shit. We're not going to get them a tie. We're not going to get them a mug. We're not going to get them a set of mixing bowls. We are going to think hard and long about this person in your life, and we are going to get them a gift that they truly want, that they truly need, in a very exploratory sense. Namaste. Namaste. Guys, if you'd like to send me a little card or a postcard or something like that, maybe a little care package for the holidays, I love getting stuff from you guys. P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60647. Gosh dang it, I love it. I love getting stuff from you guys. So don't be shy. Go ahead and send some stuff on over to that P.O. Box. I check it. I'm going to be checking it again in a couple days. Last time I went there wasn't anything there. But guys, before we get into that, a couple of quick announcements. First of all, the P.O. Box. Second of all, I'm going to plant a seed that we're going to get into some details a little bit later on. But guys, if you've seen the magic work here at Explorations with Leslie Tanner, you've seen the tools work. You know how it can work. Well, let me tell you this. This is only just the beginning. This call-in show, as much magic and transformation as it's able to produce, it is only the tip of the iceberg. Doofus Dusseldorf can tell you. Explorer, addicted to porn, not a good person. Choo-choo, no greater gift to your family and friends than the wisdom from Leslie. Namaste to you, Doofus. Namaste, Doofus. Thanks so much, Doof. Appreciate that, brother. Namaste. As Doofus can tell you, oh, it's so flat. Oh, that sucked. Blessings. Psychic emergency. Please hold.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Tipsy_Cooper Gaming 6 to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 300 not enough but stuff going on anymore at Christmas. Repeat. Cheer 300 not enough but stuff going on anymore at Christmas. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
I like how European that inflection was, but stuff. But stuff. like Italian, kind of. I like that. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for the for we do need more butt stuff, and let's get into that. Maybe butt stuff is the gift you need to give somebody in your life. Tipsy. Ben Wendell, the 10 bits, and Jessica Bears. Thanks so much for the perspective, Jessica. Namaste. Leslie, what are you asking Santa for this year? Oh, Lord, that's such a good question. Jessica. Namaste, Jessica. First of all, I want to let you know, as a peer, as a colleague, as a fellow explorer, I want you to know our friendship means a lot to me, and I appreciate you being here. Namaste. Second of all, what I'm going to be asking for from Santa, oh, goodness gracious. It could be any number of things. I'm very excited. I have a long list. Maybe I'll find that list somewhere. I'll find that list somewhere by the end of the stream tonight, Jessica. Thanks so much. I mean, first of all, I could use some more gravel. Firstly and foremost, a lot of my I have a pile of gravel that I kind of nurse on all year. That it usually sits at the end of my driveway. I put it in different places to clog leaks. Maybe I got a shifting foundation, so I dig a hole, put a bunch of gravel down there, pack down the dirt, perfect little fix. And so what usually I get about 1,000, 1,500 pounds of gravel put at the end of my driveway at the beginning of every year and nurse it. So definitely looking for some more gravel at the end of this, maybe in the next couple months. We're going to be looking at that. Not Mish, thanks so much. Yeah, I know, right? It's a theme of my life. One time I got my car stuck on top of a pile of gravel. I backed up. I realized I was late for something. I'd been meditating for much longer than I knew, and I had to make my way to a court, to court. One of my patients was at trial for something or another, and I was supposed to, give my testimony and speak to their character. It was not good. Their character was bad. So they waited for me, but I was stuck for about 45 minutes on top of a pile of gravel. So anyway, as I was saying ago, Doofus Dusseldorf will tell you, Phil Z will tell you, Cherish will tell you, I'm looking at Not Mish will tell you, Namaste. Guys, there are so many people that will tell you that the magic that happens in this call-in show, just the beginning. If you are hungry, thirsty for tools that will take your life truly to the next level at an exponentially faster and more profound rate, ladies and gentlemen, what you're being called to is my inner circle at the Community of Devoted Light at patreon.com. The Community of Devoted Light hosts my library, ever-growing library of exclusive materials. I'm talking videos. I'm talking podcasts. I'm talking music downloads. I'm talking about monthly postcard. I am talking about VHS tapes for the highest tier. There is so many tools waiting to be tapped into by all of you. Should you decide that now is the time? And I can't wait to share that with you, a couple more details about that with you. But if you are excited and you want to join in sooner than later, type !Final Journey into the chat for instructions of how you too could join my inner circle at the Community of Devoted Light at patreon.com. Phil Z, Communal Vision. I've been known to grovel for gravel. That's funny. That's funny. Thanks so much. Phil Z, off to a very, guys, can we please give a round of applause for Phil Z? Phil Z was on a little bit of a hiatus, we all noticed, but now getting back to it, hitting the ground running with something like that. We felt you, but I feel like that's the first time in a while we felt the full brunt of a Phil Z sensual experience. Namaste. Thanks so much, Beeps, for getting that for me. Namaste. Greta Thunberg OnlyFans. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that she had one. Namaste. Blessings. Good for her. I wonder. I'd be interested.
Where?
In.
Conserve what? In what direction and to what extent? Once again, far better to have a severe intellectual disability and a loaded gun than carry these fairy tales around.
100% true. Thank you so much for the bits, Fram. Namaste. And Mary Lou coming in with a subscription, 34 months. Holy moly, we're nearly at 2 years of Mary Lou. I just bought myself a pocket sundial for my own stocking because I am Santa, bitches. I am Santa, bitches, she says. Namaste, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Namaste. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Namaste. Oh, hi, also, hi over there to Christopher Miller at youtube.com. Guys, my next and final announcement is for our YouTubers. Right now, we've got, how many people we got on YouTube? We got 6 people on youtube.com right now. Guys, we have a growing, burgeoning wing at youtube.com. Blessings to you. Very exciting announcement for you all. Blessings. Phil Z subbing for the 20th month in a row. Coming up on almost 2 years soon. Explorer, Fortune 500 consultant, just subbing, just getting nasty on it. Namaste to you. Blessings to you, Phil. Good to have you. Good to feel your presence. Lance, how are we doing over at youtube.com? Phil, namaste, brother. Guys, over at youtube.com, something very exciting happened over the weekend. I've long said that we will be having full functionality over at youtube.com as soon as possible. YouTube has dangled this in front of me, in front of the program, and we have, not just me, we all have worked very hard in the subbing, in the liking, in the double tab, opening 2 tabs to watch both, getting it in the algorithm, getting it in people's minds over there as well, illuminating the darkness of YouTube Live. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that hard work finally paid off. I was offered a chance to apply for YouTube Partner. I took it. I applied. They approved it. And yes, we have functionality at YouTube.com. Can we get some ham clapping in the chat, some excitement, some emotes? Data Pagan, namaste over from YouTube. Blessings to you. Namaste. Yes, congratulations to us all. Congratulations to us all. Sardine, I don't even want that attitude right now. I don't need that attitude right now. Pepperoncini.
Healing is possible, important, and a moral imperative among the enlightened, claimed the rotting, masturbating corpse.
Namaste. Blessings to us. Everyone's masturbating for me, clapping hams. I have poop in my panties, is wearing women's underwear, Phil Z says. Namaste to you. Blessings. I'm very glad that you're exploring that. It should probably just kind of emotionally unconstipate you. If that's what we've been waiting for, I think. Blessings to you. Not me, I'm literally scared. God damn it, though, guys. Congratulations to all of us for really pushing through, getting us the full. So what we're waiting for is the ability to receive super chats and some of those other things that I don't really. I'm not gonna fuck around with. But the super chat is the main thing that we're waiting for, as you can see on the screen. The super chat it doesn't allow you to send custom amounts. So I can't give quite as many of the options on YouTube as Twitch. But ladies and gentlemen, if you want to become a member, if you want to interact from YouTube, there are emotes to be had, there are badges to be had, there are memberships to be had, and there's interaction to be played with over at youtube.com now. So if you get banned from Twitch and you're like, fuck it, I hear that quite a few times from you guys. A lot of mentally ill people that don't know how to not say slurs, not be extremely mentally and emotionally abrasive on streamers and chatters. So they're just like, what do I do? What do I do? I need to go somewhere else. So they go to YouTube. So they go to YouTube. Namaste. You got to become a member, I think, to use the namaste. I'm wearing gloves to make it feel like a stranger touches me. Namaste. Duncan did it. Beautiful. Thanks so much for sharing that. So Duncan did it is sort of naked, touching himself with a pair of gloves. Thanks so much. Beautiful. Now, so that was the third and final update. Finally got that shit going over there. Gonna be kind of testing all this stuff over there as well. So we'll see how it works. I don't quite have they don't let you customize the amount that you're giving through a super chat or any of that other stuff. But there's plenty to work with, plenty exciting stuff. I want a holiday gift of sitting on Santa's lap and having such a deep convo that he gets aroused. I can feel that ho-ho bump. Namaste. Look at that. Phil Z. It's like watching a rehabbed animal get back on its feet. I love it. Thanks so much, Phil. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to open up the lines. We've heard what we needed to hear. You know exactly what we're getting up to. Holiday gift ideas. Holiday gift ideas. Holiday. Now, you got someone in your life that stumps you? Give me a call. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. See, the hot dog zealots are still kind of just chomping at the bit. They're lost. Yeah, why would I give you the hot dog? You're delusional. Namaste. Gene, namaste. You cannot add a message to $1 super chats? That's interesting. You can't. Username Haver. Good to see you, Sammy. Namaste. Caller, one moment. Username Haver coming in. Explorer author. Yes, that is true. Extremely prolific mind, hard worker, massive heart, wonderful addition to the program in the past couple months. Namaste to you, username Haver. It's so good to feel your presence. Blessings to you, and thank you so much again for that sub for the fourth month. Time flies. It's crazy that it doesn't feel like 4 months. Namaste. Well, we got a caller on the line. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, it's Toaster.
Toaster, look at you! First time caller back in the saddle.
Back in the saddle.
Oh, but he sounds a little
experts,
down.
No answers.
No, I'm feeling good. Just tired.
Namaste. Beautiful. Just tired. What's your sleep schedule been like, bud? I noticed you've been streaming you've been going hard streaming lately, huh?
Yeah, I've been doing morning streams because I've been waking up early lately.
Stone Monster subbing for guys. Holy moly! Toaster. Well, he said Stone Monster sent you a message. Toaster up in the hizzy. Explorer, general physician. Toaster up in the hizzy from Stone Monster.
Is that a communal vision?
Nope, it's a sub.
Okay, because I don't answer communal visions. I'm back on.
You're back on that? All right. Well, whatever.
Yeah, because it didn't go well.
Back and forth like a tennis game. And now Fram with a communal vision. Can't wait to get into this perspective. Toast, tell us about your adventures in World of Warcraft hardcore mode, but leave out that I've died twice now.
Well, I don't answer communal visions, but coincidentally, I was gonna get into my World of Warcraft adventures. So I'm gonna
be
technically
such a
answer
strong
that, but it's
and
not
resilient
because,
handicapped
it's not
person.
because it's communal
But
vision.
sadly,
It's because
I may
it's
go
what
my
I'm
whole
doing.
life without
Quote,
anyone
quote.
ever knowing that about me.
Yeah, you're going to have to repeat that in just a moment because we have a communal vision again. Communal vision coming in from... So this was from Cheen coming in with a non... Okay, so apparently I got to update that real quick.
How's everybody doing tonight?
There we go. There he is. Communal
I'm
vision
waking
from
up a little.
Phil Z
I'm waking
now.
up.
Phil Z. Hey,
I'm
Toaster, how
waking-
come you
I'm-
don't answer my calls? I just wanted to tell you that you're super great.
Who's that? Is that for me?
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm not going to answer it, but thanks.
I don't know what's going on right now.
What's going
Toaster,
on,
last
Lizzie?
time you said you do respond to communal visions now. That's from Jessica Bears via communal vision.
Yeah, if Jessica was listening to what I just said, I said I stopped doing that. I stopped doing that now because it didn't turn out so well last time. I couldn't get a single word out without having to answer all the damn communal visions. So I'm done with that.
Ben Well drums 5 bits. Thanks so much. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna read that. But maybe in the second half. Are you gonna be in there around the second half? I gotta
Me?
fiddle around. So anyway, Toaster. Yeah, so Phil Z has pointed out so far he's 100% responding to them. Tonight we're talking about holiday gift ideas. So Toaster, is there anything else you need to share before we get into the gift ideas?
Yeah, because I remember last time I called, I wasn't able to tell you about my dreams that I had. It was a dream episode. This was about 2 weeks ago. And I was too busy answering the damn communal visions because I wanted to be nice and try to be someone, try to be someone else and answer the communal visions, but they didn't stop. They kept on coming, and I couldn't stop answering them. So I couldn't tell you my dreams because it was a dream episode. I wanted to get into my dreams because I always get so excited for the dream episodes, and because I keep thinking about these dreams.
This isn't a dream stream though. So as 13th Juggalo just put it. So
yeah, but what do I do since I missed out on the dream stream because I was too busy answering the damn communal visions. So that's not very fair.
I mean, you could put a note.
I try to do a nice thing.
You could tag me on Discord. Maybe I'll respond to it. You could send me a message. You could.
But I want to talk to you.
Enter the community of devoted light, which you still haven't done. Communal vision, Stone Monster. Toaster, how fat is the pussy?
There's no pussy.
You're 100%. You're 100. You're 1,000 batting average for responding to communal visions.
Oh shit. Well, okay, Stone Monster. I like Stone Monster. He's a Toaster fan. So maybe how about I just answer the communal visions from the people I like because they deserve it.
Wow. Okay. So if you're interested in whether Toaster likes you, tonight's the night to find out. Now let's go ahead and get back into let's. No. We're not talking about dreams. We're talking about holiday gift ideas. You missed the dream thing, and you could have gotten into it with me, but you didn't. We're all Toaster fans. Toast from Fram Weird, Communal Vision.
I'll answer that. I don't really know how to answer that, but I would if I did.
Okay, anyway, holiday gift ideas. Anyone got you stumped, Toaster?
Anyone got my stumped? What?
No, anyone got you stumped? Anybody, gift? Communal Vision from Phil Z. Do you like me? Can you respond to this? That would be a great holiday gift to me to know I have a real friend and not a fake-ass internet friend.
No, I'm not answering that shit.
So you don't like Phil Z?
No Phil Z Communal Visions. Ban him.
I am not going to do that.
Ban him.
Anyway, so no, not got your stump. I'm talking about, got you stumped. Anyone have you at a loss of what to get them this holiday season?
Oh, I get the same gifts for everyone. Every time I get them, I have because usually I'll have a backup of cans of tuna that are about to expire. So I usually give away my tuna cans that are close to expiring because since I can't really eat them this fast, they get backed up. And then I give them some of my Papa John's pizza too. Can of tuna and some pizza. Those are my go-to Christmas gifts. Everyone kind of knows me as the tuna guy.
So, okay, cans of tuna and pizza. How, like fresh pizza or like a gift card or? So I have a lot of the fridge. The fridge is kind of full of pizza boxes right now because I order a lot of different flavors of pizza. Cheen coming in with a communal vision. Namaste. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Cheen, I see what you're talking about. What? You can't include a message on a $1 super chat. YouTube is fucking killing me right now. Tipsy with a psychic emergency. Please hold.
Oh, God.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Tipsy_Cooper Gaming 6 to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 300 Toast is a very sexy alien for the FBI. Repeat. Cheer 300 Toast is a very sexy alien for the FBI. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Wow, interesting. Okay, thanks so much, Toasty. Our Tipsy, raising that statement to the level of an emergency. Toast is a very sexy alien for the FBI. Namaste to you. I'm not even going to attempt to sort of decode that. I'm going to leave that right where it is. Blessings.
So, Leslie, this Christmas time around, I'm thinking about switching up my Christmas giving strategy a little bit. Because something's different this year.
Okay, what's different?
'Tis the season of World of Warcraft. And I find that there's nothing people appreciate more than a big, fat, beautiful, bind on equip, rare item from the auction house as a Christmas gift. Now, this is especially exciting to new players. I don't know if you know this, but I'm a guild leader right now. I'm running a very successful guild in World of Warcraft called Friends Hanging Out, and I'm getting all of my high ranking guild members a really fat, beautiful Christmas gift of rare items, and I think it's really gonna spread cheer across the guild. What do you think of my idea?
Can you say it again?
No.
Are the drops fat, says Fram?
No. Also, we're trying to get you in, Leslie. We're trying to get you in the guild because I think you would be a really...
This is actually from Cheen. We have a testimony from Cheen. You can't swear in super chats. Also, hi Toaster from Cheen.
Hi, Sheen. Sheen's in the guild. Sheen's doing great. He's a level 17 mage. He's really working his way up. I'm not going to get him a gift, though, because I gave him all my wool cloth, and he didn't even
And
make
you've
me
been
a single
terminated.
bag.
Namaste.
Okay.
Namaste. Blessings. AE Rook coming in. Blessings to you. Hi, Toast. Namaste to you. Thanks so much, AE Rook. Namaste. Blessings. Thank you so much for that. Resubbing also for the 6th month in a row. Man, 6 months go by fast. AE Rook. Phil Z with that termination, by the way, Toaster, if you want to know. Now, I'm looking at AE Rook. Brother, it's good to have you back. Blessings to you. Namaste. Thanks so much. We can say bad things here, and other people can't see them, says Sardine. Yeah, it's right, that's not true, because it's on the screen, as you can see. I've removed the communal vision from YouTube. So far, we're not off to a good start. Holiday gift ideas. I'm trying to help you guys. I'm trying to use the program to help you, and this is Toaster got us off to a real kind of a rough start. Mary Lou, it's your bedtime. Namaste. Namaste, hon. You have yourself a wonderful night. George in space. Hold on one second, caller. We have been raided. George in space. Blessings to you. Namaste to you, George in space. Guys, welcome George in space and community. Wonderful that you have trusted me to hold your flock and guide them through the program of explorations. Namaste to you, Ben. Thank you so much also for the bit, Ben. But George in space, how was the stream? George, how was the stream? Talk to me, George. How was the stream? How was the stream, George? One moment. George, how was the stream? Blessings to you, George. I send my people for your blessings. Well, but tell them to buckle up because we're getting into some stuff tonight. We're already, well, I wouldn't say that the engine's roaring. I'm roaring. My engine's roaring. But so far we had a first caller toaster and it wasn't strong. We got a second caller already locked up into the chamber. Let's fire him on out. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
It's Mish.
Mish, welcome to the program, Mish. We've got a psychic emergency from YouTube from Cheen. Namaste to you, Cheen. Blessings.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Undefined to issue a psychic emergency. YouTube enforces a 50-character limit. Namaste. Repeat. YouTube enforces a 50-character limit. Namaste. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Oh, well, then that's just what... I'm not about to begin a campaign to increase the number of characters, as annoying as that is. Namaste to you.
I couldn't hear it.
The psychic emergency given to us by Cheen over at YouTube.com, telling us that there's a 50-character limit over at YouTube.
Damn, that sucks.
And we've got
This is the Psychic
another
Emergency
one.
National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Undefined to issue a psychic emergency.
Oh, I see what's going on.
YouTube enforces a 50-character limit. Namaste. Repeat. YouTube enforces a 50-character limit.
Okay.
Namaste.
I
We
just
now
fired off
continue
twice,
with
but I
your
fixed
normal
it.
broadcast.
A caller, well, yeah, it's sent twice because I have the triggers. We're experimenting. We're figuring this out. We're smoothing it out. Caller, sorry if the warmth and clarity of the program is boring to you. We're talking about holiday gift ideas.
Sick.
Who's got you stumped then, Mish? My temporary roommate, Mish, is on the phone. Tonight, I'm helping people figure out the holiday gift that will truly satiate the wants and needs of a special someone that they just can't figure out. Mish, there's someone like that in your life?
Yeah, I never know what to get my dad.
Okay, we're talking about your dad. Don't know what to get your dad. Now, tell me about your dad. What's going on? What's with your dad? What kind of... give me whatever information you feel is appropriate.
Well, he's retired, so he's got a lot of time, but he doesn't really have any hobbies other than, like, setting up little bird feeders in their backyard and watching, like, Andy Griffith in the news. He's depressed, doesn't have a lot of energy.
Depressed. We got a depressed, sort of emotionally, kind of maybe a constipation maybe there.
Yeah, I don't really know what to get him ever, because, I don't know, I love my dad and nothing
Is your dad a typically masculine guy?
Adequate. Huh?
Is your dad a typically masculine guy?
Yeah, he's a real fucking dude.
Okay, like a real fucking Chicago dude?
Yeah, he's a dude.
He's a fucking dude.
Blue
Okay.
collar, worked in a like steel shop forever. Yeah.
So the funny thing about the defenses of a man like that, of course you can find these masculine defenses in many places, and of course they're very admirable, but they're annoying in these cases, huh?
Yeah.
Phil Z74 with a communal vision. Mish, maybe get him a jaw harp, bamboo fishing pole, and an NIV Bible.
I think he would be so confused by all of that.
Yeah. Yeah, probably a little frightened. Like, does this girl know me?
Yeah, I don't.
Does
I
the
think
fruit
he'd
of my
think
loins
I'm going
even
through something.
recognize me?
Yeah, he'd probably think that like something is happening with me and be worried.
Right. Okay, so listen, I've got something for you. I not necessarily a gift idea yet, but we're getting there. We're getting closer. Communal vision coming in from Pepperoncini. Get him a Roku Ultra and set it up
for him?
I don't know if he'd like that. He loves cable.
He's sort of accosted by technology, huh?
Yeah, he found out what YouTube was like 3 years ago. He found out what eBay was like 2 years ago.
eBay, electronic. You know.
Yeah.
Mish, you should get him the album Brat by Charlie XCX. That's from Fram Weird.
Dude, fuck yeah.
Now,
Like a little dime bag of Coke.
That would be awesome. Maybe
unlock something.
No, he's not gonna like that either. Is my guess. Now, I've got a good idea of the, not necessarily exactly your dad, but the idea. I've met versions of your dad before, and I'm familiar with that particular sort of defense mechanism. Emotionally constipated, defended against, and sort of protecting himself and his own wounds, and sort of making like a scared animal, and I'm gonna protect. I'm a kitten that's hungry outside, and I'm gonna hiss at you even though you're giving me food. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Orchestar. Get him tickets to see some old man stuff. That'll get him out of the house. That's not a bad idea.
He hates getting out of the house, though.
Well, here's the thing. Communal vision, before I say the thing. Phil Z74, Mish, I've got it. Get him a DVD collection of all the John Candy movies from the dollar store.
Maybe.
Well, anyway, Mish, let me tell you what I'm about to say, because it's really going to give you some valuable perspective on your situation with your father.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I get to share this with you. Now,
thanks.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for calling and being, kind of kneeling at the altar of what I have to share with you.
For sure.
Namaste. Thanks so much. Fram with a communal vision before I even get into it. Fram, communal vision, digitize all his old porno mags for him.
Ew.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I mean, it's not in line with what I was about to share, though. So, anyway, like I was saying, like a scared feral animal protecting its wounds and wary of the outside. His defense mechanisms have served him well. Think we're good?
Promise?
Yeah, PC number 1 shut down, so had to force restart everything. Namaste to you. So as we were saying, Mish, just to jump right back into it, welcome back. Blessings to you. As I was just saying a moment ago, you have a decision to make. These defenses of your father, you can, what does empathy in this situation mean to you? Does it mean to honor the defenses, treat them gently, or does it say, lead him out of his defenses that are crushing him?
I guess the second one.
There we go, roommate Mish. Now, in that spirit, we can think of things that he hates to do when we know that on some level he loves to do them. Now, this kind of hatred we're going to disregard, and we're going to find something that, we're going to lead him through his defenses by causing him the dissonance of presenting him with the life that he can access on the other side.
Right.
We harness explorations. We give him some CCR tickets or something. What is he like?
I don't know.
JLAR Gaming. If he's depressed, has no hobbies, hates to leave the house, and new to the internet, just introduce him to OnlyFans.
I would literally never do that to anyone. So I hate that.
Well, and we've got a communal vision from Mother Nipplebottom. Leaving the house is the hardest part.
Yep.
Maybe get him a monochromatic linen suit to wear to whatever concert he goes to, too.
Yeah, he'd look cool as fuck.
You got him something real nice.
He likes football. He likes baseball. He likes watching TV.
Okay, not currently. What does he like to do? We're thinking outside the box, because if we are looking for stuff in there, he's so defended against everything. And I've met other men like this. We've got to appeal to another part of him that he's trying to keep repressed. What would give him the elate? Now, I know your father sounds very straight, but the excitement that would come along with him coming out of the closet right now. This is sort of like Stella getting groove back, wind in the hair kind of situation. What might get him there? Pepperoncini, I once lived next to an old guy who I could hear taking a shit. It sounded painful. Maybe your dad needs a squatty potty.
Ooh, honestly, good idea.
Not a bad idea.
He's got some bowel issues.
Interesting. Phil Z74, Mish, can you get him a custom T-shirt and with Chris Farley on it, say "Da Bears"?
Oh, he'd love that. That's a good idea.
Honestly, not a bad idea.
What?
Not a bad idea, but if we're going to give him the gift of explorations, we're going to do the shit I say.
Oh, I kind of like Phil's idea the most, though.
Okay, well, you got something. All right. Communal Vision from Orchestar, gift certificate for an hour or so limo ride with a TV in there, and he can watch the game or Andy Griffith.
That sounds awesome.
These are all fantastic. Communal Vision coming in from Duncan Did It. A bidet will save the day. Tell him it's German, not French. There's no way he's gonna like a bidet.
But maybe if it was German.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
I mean, he likes being German. Or something.
I just don't see him using his hand to get poop out.
with water?
An Omaha Steaks gift box is something someone he knows gets him like every year. So that's covered.
What about get him a set of Warhammer figures and paint?
He would fucking probably rather shoot himself in the head than do something so detailed.
Mother Nipplebottom with a communal vision as well. Thanks so much, Mother Nipplebottom. And we've got replace all his underwear with black jockey shorts. No more poop stains. Easy laundry.
Smart. I think that's more of a present for my mom.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, I think if you want to, get him something that's like good like that, but if you want to give him the gift of exploration, something he really wants, something he really needs, then I would say you got to ragdoll him through these defense mechanisms.
So I have to make my dad gay?
I mean,
that was your idea?
A manner of speaking, yeah.
What does that mean? What do you mean manner of speaking?
Well, you don't have to forcibly, make him have anal sex with a man or anything, but Disciple, a Sports Illustrated subscription with commemorative football clock and annual swimsuit edition.
Maybe. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't buy my dad sexy magazines with ladies in
Namaste,
them.
Matthew Bevilacqua. Namaste, Bevilacqua. Matthew Bevilacqua, namaste. Thank you so much for joining us here at Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Tonight we're covering holiday... Oh, God damn it.
Is it fucked again?
We're holiday gift ideas. No, we're fine. I just had the wrong thing clicked. Holiday gift ideas. Namaste, everybody. Welcome. Guys, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Aristotle, good to see your filthy ass in the chat, getting ready to explore the vibrational reality and sort of summon the true and unleash the true power of explorations. Fram Weard is coming in to get him a Nintendo Entertainment City and Tecmo Bowl.
I got him like an Atari last year.
Phil Z74, if you want to make your dad gay, just introduce him to Toaster. He will totally be sexually confused and turn whatever orientation you wish.
I would die to see my dad play World of Warcraft with Toaster. I think that would be just too beautiful for this world.
Blessings. Namaste. Saffron, good to see you in chat as well. Wow, what a gaggle of fun. Of fun explorers we just had it sort of thrust into our chat, into our community. Blessings to you, P.O. Box 47621. Duncan did it. I'll get to you in just a second. P.O. Box 47621. Mish, I would say, listen, we're running out of time. You got to essentially get your dad to come out of the closet in a manner of speaking. It's up to you to interpret.
I don't know what you mean by in a manner of speaking.
We're out of time. Figure it out. Namaste.
You don't even...
708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Blessings. Duncan did it. Communal Vision. Kathy Ireland workout video so he can stay in shape. Yeah, you guys are trying to get her dad to jack off, which I'm a fan of. Hard sell to a daughter. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Well, namaste, Leslie. It's Watkins Thursday.
Watkins, namaste to you. Hey, by the way, Watkins, thank you so much for that shout out earlier. I saw that you gave me a shout out.
Oh, absolutely.
That was so kind of you, brother. Namaste to you.
The program really does work.
It does. It does. Talk to me. So, Explorations, the fastest growing and most effective personal power program in the country, giving you the tools by which to unlock and unleash the power within. We all know about it. We've all seen it work. But what I'm most interested in right now, and what is on your mind? How has your life recently been affected by the simplicity of the tools found here at Explorations?
I mean, it's vague, but it says a lot to say the program works. You follow the principles of the program, Leslie, in your life, and you find that life goes swimmingly, you know.
Talk to me right now. Let's get into the details, though. I want to hear details. What was bad? What is now good? Talk to me.
I find I could do more imitations, and I find my imitations are better. I don't know. It's crazy.
So, like the Christopher Walken one you're doing right now.
Yes, for example.
Yeah.
Like, they got bumped up by about 25%, I gotta say. Across the board. So, I don't know. I mean, that's just one example. Inner light, peace, the ability to not give a shit, the ability to tell people to fuck off. It's all balanced in the program, I feel like. You know?
Interesting. Okay, so far we just got your perception of 25% improvement. I would disagree with that, but your perception of 25% improvement on your impression, as well as kind of just a list of buzzwords that I don't genuinely believe you think.
Well, you know, Morty, I'm sorry that you feel that way. I love the channel. Well, Grandpa, don't patronize him. Jesus Christ, he can smell bullshit a mile away. But Leslie, I will say I should come around more often. I can only absorb and grow more if I am here more and absorb more of the principles of the program.
Right. You know, the more program, the more you'll be able to use the program and tap into that power that we speak about of the next level that we speak about so frequently here. Communal vision coming in from Pepperoncini. What's a Christmas gift that Garth from Wayne's World give?
Well, you know, I would like my own show because, you know, Wayne's always telling me what to do, and I don't like that very much. So,
you literally, Walken, you literally sound like you have Down syndrome.
Yeah, that was a try. It's been a long time since I've done imitated Garth, so yeah, I will admit that was rough. My apologies, Chad.
I mean, maybe he's got that. What's that version of Down syndrome that's like, you know, it's like a diet soda. It's
it kind of sounds like Butters. And,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That sort of that disclaimer: these results are not typical. Individual impression results will vary.
They will vary.
Yeah, they're varying pretty wildly right now. So anyway, tonight we're talking about well, Duncan did it. Has a couple communal visions. Can't wait to get these perspectives from Duncan. Always valuable. Duncan says, "What would Borat get Wayne Newton for Christmas? How would that go down?"
I give him gift of life since he is dead. Very nice. He is long time dead, maybe.
Pepperoncini, Austin Powers loves Christmas gifts. What would he give?
Oh, God, okay. Cannot do Austin Powers, but
just give it a try.
Dr. Evil wants a little more respect from everyone. Yeah.
Stone Monster 400 could walk into a nursery rhyme an Andrew Dice Clay impression.
Dickory, Doc. The mouse went up the fucking clock. Eat, turns away, bang, boom, and then you do the weird cigarette smoking. How he did, you know, with the weird, he put his cigarette was weird, you know.
So then we were talking about holiday gift ideas. Walk-in, thanks so much for the, for the impressions. Tonight we've only actually had one caller even broach the topic of holiday gift ideas, so let's make you number 2. holiday gift ideas. Walk in. Is there anyone in your life that you're kind of stumped about, that you need some assistance from both Leslie and the program to help kind of think of some holiday gift ideas for that certain someone?
Okay, everyone knows I could do my imitation, so I'm just going to chill out on that. Let's get real. My niece, who's 13, artistic, and I'm artistic too, but I just don't connect with her. I don't know what it is. I would love some advice on what to get my, and I love her to death, but
your niece.
Yeah, loves to draw. Super, like, she draws anime, super kick-ass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really proud of her. Digital artist too, but yeah, I don't know.
So you're stuck. You're stuck. Okay, interesting. So people might chime in with some literal ideas, and that would be something that we could discuss if that comes up. But I want to take a different approach. I want to take a different approach with you at Walking, because you care about her. Niece,
right.
Artistic. You care about her a great deal, and you want to get her something special that shows, a certain depth of empathy and care that you feel for her. Is this correct?
Yes.
Okay, interesting. So, and how old is this niece? What age are we talking about?
13, 14.
13, 14 years old. Figured out that she's good at drawing.
Yeah, I'm kind of putting her, I know her physical age is 13, but she's pretty mature too, so,
Philzy's, okay, so an old soul.
Yeah, kind of. Well, that comes with artistic kids.
Hold on. Well, Philzy74, does your niece draw Japanese alien porn? That'd be a nice gift.
Wow, Morty. I bet so, but I don't even need to think about that one. Jesus. That's going to be nightmares in my head. Christ.
Well, listen, I think, and when you said artistic, are you saying, do you mean autistic and you're being like funny about it, or is it genuinely just artistic?
No, truly artistic. Now, in my family, it would be easy to get autistic, sure, but...
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see. Okay, I just wanted to clear that up, just in case. Now...
Define off, if you will, yes?
Now, when it comes to art, she's exploring this part of herself. She's on the internet. She's posting her drawings, having fun drawing anime. She likes anime. What are some of her favorite animes?
I'm pretty sure they all like One Piece, and I like anime too, but 1,000+ episodes, I'm not.
Right, I kind of skip most of those series as well. Duncan did it. Give her a paper shredder. Keep her motivated. I've been diagnosed artistic since 6 years old. Motivation is important, Dad.
Zing, I like it. Duncan, point.
Oh, namaste. Blessings to you. Matthew Big D, blessings.
So,
well, listen, I would say artistic. I would say, plant, you can see where her life is going. And I think it's your job as an adult with experience. You see a little bit of yourself in her. Where were you at the age of 18, 20? What were some of the most important experiences you had at that point in your life?
18 to 20.
Yeah.
Masturbating.
Yeah, okay. I mean, we could go that route. We could go that route with your niece.
I mean, but that was 18 to 20. I mean.
Wait, you figured out how to masturbate when you were 18?
Yes.
You didn't know how to do it before. You never did it before.
Oh, I mean, sure, I knew to do it before, like 13 or so, but I don't need to think about her.
Right. So so when it comes specifically to masturbation, your niece is on her own.
Yeah. I mean, the kids are gonna, they're gonna discover it. I got
Right.
I got no worries about that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so let's think. So what else happened important to you, 18 to 20, other than jacking off?
I graduated high school. I got to go to Australia. Grandparents took me to Australia. That was pretty cool. And New Zealand.
And how long were you there?
Total, about 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Interesting.
Yeah, she was
Wow.
13, not 18.
Okay, so she's a weeb. Prepare her for the consequences of being a weeb. I would.
Probably.
Do you think she's gonna go like? What kind of weeb do you think she'll become based on your impression? I would say, is she just gonna stay cool about it and like be an artist about it? Is she gonna get into like strictly online cultures? Is she gonna become like a furry? Is she like do you know the off branches going out in that direction?
Morty.
What?
Not a furry, Morty. Jesus. Oh, there's another headache. Yeah, wow. As long as she's not, no offense to the furries, but as long as she doesn't go, I don't need to see that. I don't need a fox as a niece. I need a human.
Well, I think that's
being.
what you need to prepare yourself for. Now that we found that, now we found a way to give yourself a gift as well as her. I would sort of give her like a certificate that says, "Listen, I've started a furry suit fund for you."
You know what?
So it's going to cost about $4-5K to get, just like mid-range fursuit. So you're putting the money in there, and just let her know. Like, someone might be doing college, but you need to let her know that you have her on this front.
So, yeah, and you've given me a great idea. So I'm gonna I can't do a Springer imitation, but we're gonna leave you with a final thought, a Jerry Springer-esque final thought. Chat, if I could get a favor and let's get Namaste flowing through the chat like water. That would be fantastic.
Interesting. Orchestar with a communal vision. Gift idea. Hire actors to do a whole Christmas Carol interactive performance with her where they show her how fucking weird shit will be if she keeps pretending to date cartoons.
True.
You could do like a ghost of Christmas past, ghost of Christmas past, present, and future. That's not a bad idea.
You've given me inner sight. So namaste.
Namaste, walking.
We're going to sit down and I think teach each other about how to be careful to be an anime fan going through life in different stages of life,
I think we're onto something. Yeah, let us know.
Anime.
Keep us abreast.
Yeah.
Phil Z74 with the communal vision. Buy her a 12-pack of Milwaukee's Best and hide it in your family's attic and then write a series of clues from Santa leading her to it.
Oh. Well, if I was going to do that, let's go the weed route instead. I'll just replace that with weed. Yeah.
Okay.
But
well, you have what you need, Walken. I'm excited. I'm excited, between the weed, between the alcohol, between the various other things. JJ Plays Paul coming in. The program works. Blessings to you, JJ. Namaste, 28th month in a row. Blessings to you. Thanks so much for being on this journey and for sharing your journey with us. Right? Okay. Walken, well, listen, Walken, thanks so much for calling in tonight. I really appreciate your warmth and your presence tonight and your vulnerability also.
Yeah, I think this is a great call. And just namaste to everyone, and to you especially, Leslie. You've given me the inner sight gift that I needed for Christmas, and I think that's what we've just looped around and back to the topic.
Brother, namaste. You keep working on keep working on those impressions. If I'm just gonna give you a feedback, okay, you're hung up. Okay, your feedback is.
I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Oh, I love that you have the passion, but I would I would temper that 25 to maybe a 11.
11, maybe even a 10. Well, let's round it down to 10.
Let's round it down to 10, and that's honestly, I'm treating you with kid gloves right now. 10%.
Well, okay, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that.
Namaste.
Namaste to you.
Beautiful to speak to you, Walker. Have a wonderful evening. Namaste.
All right. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. Guys, I have to take a piss so bad. Namaste to you. Blessings to you. Allow this moment to refocus your energy for the second half of our program, during which we will discuss more holiday gift ideas. Saffron, subbing for the 4th month. Namaste to you, Saffron. Explorer General Physician. The past 4 months with our guru has healed my soul. Now I only shoplift on Wednesdays. Only on Wednesdays. What are we stealing? Cigs? Are we going to like Whole Foods? Stealing from the hot bar? We're stealing cigs from a Walgreens. I would like to know more about that. Namaste to you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please stick around for, allow this moment to rejuvenate you for the second half of the program. But also, I need you all to stick around for a couple details about my community of devoted light at patreon.com. Ever-growing library of materials for you, and the community itself is growing faster than ever. So namaste to you. I'll be right back in just a moment, guys. Namaste.
Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Since Leslie and his program broke onto the scene, Explorations has become the #1 best-selling and most influential personal power program in modern history. Millions of people from all over the world have gotten a chance to meet this truly remarkable man and utterly transform their lives with the power of Explorations.
I listened to this introductory tape and I knew then and there, this is what I needed. I felt just so much better knowing there are a bunch of people out there suffering like me.
I'm not kidding you. I think after the first tape, I knew, okay, I'm gonna be fine.
I got such relief from the very beginning, starting the program.
Now that you've gotten a taste of what this program is capable of, it's time to show you how to take your life to the next level. Here to tell you more about what is possible is legally licensed clinical therapist, author, coach, speaker, entrepreneur, martial artist, amateur musician, one of the nation's foremost thinkers, and our guru, Leslie Tanner.
Good evening, everyone. Whether you've been with us since the very beginning and have watched Explorations work wonders in your life, or you're joining us for the first time tonight, I say namaste to you. As you've watched Explorations in action during our call-in show, no doubt your mind is reeling from the limitless potential you now know is possible. Between the tailored themes and lectures, to the myriad avenues of exploration through the channel points, to the customized ways to interact with me and the community, there simply has never been anything quite like this program. Now is usually the point in one of these self-help programs where it starts to sound like a sales pitch. Someone like me might normally say something like, listen, I know your time is precious. Let me cut to the chase. But there's only one problem with that. We know your time isn't precious. I could speak at length for hours and hours about absolutely nothing, and I still wouldn't be wasting your time because, well, you're here, looking for a fast, all-encompassing solution to the problems in your life that have become so intolerable, you're not sure what you're going to do. You may be considering any number of extreme decisions, ranging from short-term band-aids to more permanent solutions. However, as dark and bleak as your situation is, so too must our tools be bright and revolutionary. So whether you're tired and looking for more energy and enthusiasm for life, or maybe you're lonely and isolated but want better relationships, let me tell you that for these things and so much more, my breakthrough program of explorations to explore the universe and beyond really works. It's worked for elite performance athletes, critically acclaimed artists, best-selling authors, entrepreneurs, and for thousands of others just like you. I have been blessed by the universe for a brief moment that I now command upwards of $50,000 for speaking engagements. But through the technology of this program, you can hire me, Leslie Tanner, as your personal therapist, coach, and guru, all rolled into one at the Community of Devoted Light
on patreon.com.
where you and thousands of others just like you are learning to leverage the chaos around them to catapult their lives to heights that were previously unimaginable. Here's how it works. I've created a tightly knit community where individuals seeking to access the next level are able to study, reflect, meditate, and grow with an ever-expanding library of exclusive materials, each containing life-changing tools and techniques designed to explore topics covered here in our call-in show, but much more deeply, therefore increasing the benefits of the program exponentially. These materials include your name in the credits at the end of the stream, demonstrating the importance of your leadership and the value of your investment. A signed personal postcard sent out each month full of observations and witticisms by me, Leslie Tanner. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Exclusive video materials not available to the poor, designed to rocket your progress past those who cannot afford success. Here's a little sneak peek at what you're missing. I said that at the beginning. There was something about the rhythm of separating the days with sleep that gave a sense of optimistic confidence, however small, that whatever was left as incomplete or outright failing today might not be tomorrow. Always a day wholly separate from right now. After insomnia became a part of his life, there was a shift in his thinking about tomorrow. Downloads of all specially crafted music used in our productions here and elsewhere that have accompanied your journey thus far. Tracks such as New Beginnings, Psychic Romance, Reaching into Darkness, or The Skeptic's Gamble. Exclusive archival prints such as these, channeled and honed by myself, Leslie Tanner, upon which you can guide your own meditations at home. I'm not an artist, nor do I claim to be. These visions are a burden and cause me immense suffering. But I do it for you. Now, you might expect that a program like this would cost thousands of dollars, but because I'm offering this to you through the internet, these life-transforming materials can be yours for the monthly cost of a few cups of coffee on your way to work. With access to these materials, regardless of your level of investment, you will also be receiving a complimentary download of our landmark track, The Sojourn Begins, as a thank you. So does this sound good to you? Well, what are you waiting for? If you are ready to join the thousands of others who have already committed to the final journey to access the next level, simply type final journey into the chat and you will be guided with further instructions. One thing I can promise you is that however massive your problems are, however abject and humiliating your life has become, I have created something so simple yet so profound in this program, you'll be absolutely flabbergasted by the results. Now, let's get back to the program. Namaste.
Namaste, Explorers. Welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. It's wonderful to be back. I relieved myself. I refilled my glass of water, and I am ready. I'm ready to jump back into the business of holiday gift ideas. Now, before I open the lines back up, I do want to mention two things real quick. One is during there's a couple things that have evolved since we cut that commercial for the community of devoted light. One thing is that I used to do started off as a weekly small video affirmation. Then it became a sort of a bi-weekly thing. Then the production got too intense, so I had to kind of like figure some other thing out. A couple months ago, we abandoned pretty much doing regular videos, and we're sort of putting all of our energy and resources into more thoroughly produced, longer video things, which are coming down the pipeline. But before that, in lieu of that shorter video, Namaste Saffron and Namaste to Onion Plug. Blessings to both of you. Thank you so much. Now, but in lieu of that, what we've jumped on is a podcast of devoted light. If you are interested in a podcast, there's already a handful of episodes up there right now. Going to be doing another one soon. It's extremely exciting. Take me with you. Take me with you to do the laundry, go to the grocery store, go on a drive, have me in your ear, exploring topics that we cover here in a much deeper, more profound way. In addition to that, though, another update that the community of Devoted Light has seen in the past couple months is that we've transitioned away from the print. So I used to sort of channel these visions in the form of a print. But what we have done since I've sent out the last VHS tape over the past month, we sent the tapes out. Everybody got. By the way, if you haven't gotten your tape, please message me as soon as possible. All the tapes have been sent out as of a couple weeks ago. So if you haven't gotten one, then I've got some extras. Hit me up. I'll double check to see what went on. I've got a couple extras. So in addition to that, we've got. In lieu of the art prints for the $25 a month tier, we're doing a VHS tape every 3 months. So if you would like a very limited edition, very lovingly crafted, very essential tool to get you to the next level, please consider a $25 a month Patreon tier. Get a tape. All right, I want to be sending these tapes out. There's limited spots for that tier because I can only make so many tapes at home. Namaste. Blessings to you. Also, so if you haven't gotten your tape, let me know, because I need to send you one. Also, if you haven't checked the Patreon, if you're in the community of Devoted Light and you haven't checked the Patreon, I threw up it's 3 videos. It's total about 12 minutes of the tape that I had to cut for flow and length purposes. So if you haven't checked that out, there's 12 extra minutes of the tape that I didn't throw on the tape up on the Patreon right now, and on the Discord you can get to it too. Fun stuff. As far as the community of Devoted Light is concerned, I'd like to welcome 3 members: Ellie Benelli, Godspeed, and Poorer. Ellie Benelli, Godspeed, and Poorer. Guys, everybody please join me in welcoming our 3 most recent additions to the community of Devoted Light. Ellie Benelli, Godspeed, and Poorer. Namaste to you 3. Blessings to you. Thank you so much for joining us over there. Now, let's go ahead and open up the line. Back up. Let's see here. Godspeed already reaping the benefits. Godspeed already reaping the benefit. And that is not a surprise to me. Not a surprise to me. The line is open and we're already getting a call. Fantastic. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey there, it's Wiki Guru.
Wiki, it's so wonderful to hear from you, Wiki. It's been so long.
Yeah, I know. I've been working the bars.
Working the bars, playing gigs and shows and what have you.
Yeah, doing the bars, and they like to hear certain songs.
Certain songs. Talk to me about that. What do you mean? You sounded. You don't sort of mince words. You use words deliberately. What do you mean by certain songs?
Well, I think the younger generation don't come out to the bars to see the rock and roll bands as much as when we was kicking it. But but the Gen Zers, they're not there at the bars, and they have all these old heads in the bars, and they want a nostalgia trip when they drink the beers and jump around, and hop, hip, do all the fancy grindy dance.
Talk to me. What kind of? So you've been basically doing covers, I'd imagine. Quite a few covers for them, huh?
We've been mixing our covers with the originals. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So talk to me. Can you give us what are some of these covers that you feel sort of you're giving people what they want to an extent, and what songs do you find yourself playing to scratch that itch for them?
Oh, they want all the old, they want to hear the Nirvana, the Smashing Pumpkins, the grunge phase, and then they want to get down with, some teeny bopper hot rock like the Weezers, and they want to get on with the Radioheads, and they want to hear all their favorites.
No, you have to. It's a 3-month thing. Yeah, it's a 3. One's a tiny or tipsy. It's a 3-month thing. There will be other tapes in the future that you can get without doing that, without doing the Patreon. But to get those specific ones, it's a 3-month thing. Back to you, Wiki. Back to you. Well, actually, there's communal vision before I even say anything else. Philzy, despite all my wage, I'm still just a rat in a cage.
Damn, that sounds really good.
Yeah, I remember
that line from Bullet with Butterfly Wing. I know that one. Yeah, we've been practicing that one too.
Now, talk to me, Wiki. How's your spirit doing? You're an extremely creative person, committed to constantly churning out new material. Your spirit really takes flight when creating new material. So, but you're in this position of having to meet the needs of an aging crowd looking for the emotional solace of nostalgia. Now, how does that make you feel, though, Wiki? How have you been feeling as of late in this position?
A little bit like a hooker. I'm a hooker for people nostalgia. I'm like the hooker with a cigar or a cigarette. I'm somewhere in New Orleans. I'm puffing. And I say, hey, baby, I'm really good. You can take me. It's only like $20. And then the hooker take you back to the alleyway and do dirty stuff with you.
So doing dirty stuff. And do you like doing the dirty stuff? Do you find yourself just kind of going through the motions of that? How does that feel?
Well, I want to be a solo, kind of just a real artist. I want to do my own music. I wouldn't just want to do all of our original stuff, but it's just not going to cut it in this day and age. You got to be able to springboard forward or springboard backward. I'm afraid we've hit the boomers and the Gen X crowds. Because these younger kids are just staying on their phone.
Right.
They won't come out to the rock and roll show.
And you gotta let them know on their phone somehow that there's a rock and roll show, but it's through the reality of their phone somehow, huh?
And
Wow.
then you have to make it really epic in a small bar, make them feel special. If you don't do that, then they ain't coming. Oh, did you hear about the secret show? It's $800 a ticket.
Yeah, Phil Z74. When you're on stage doing your dirty stuff, do you feel like Santa, an elf, or a kid in line waiting to sit on that WAP?
Mostly, I feel like a cross between an elf and maybe waiting to sit on Santa lap. Because in certain ways, I do like creating. I like having fun with the crowds. I like to see happy people. Because most of life is just a big ball of fucking bullshit and misery. But there's bright spots you can have, especially when the people are doing lots of liquor.
Well, listen, Wiki, that's, Lord knows I'd love to see you in a position. I think you should be world famous. I think that the world is missing out on your brilliance through just circumstantial things that are out of your control. And I'd love to see those circumstances be lifted. I'd love to see your wings spread and to watch you take flight. And I know that I don't just speak for myself. So we're all rooting for that. Lord knows you're learning much spiritually from doing what you're doing right now, doing these covers. But before I go down this road, Wiki, first of all, it's very good to talk to you.
Yeah, I like hearing from you, Guru.
It's wonderful to talk to you. It's been way too long. Travcam, namaste to you. Blessings to you, Travcam. Namaste to Travcam. Blessings to Travcam. Wiki is a gift to me, so from Phil Z.
That's sweet. He's a sweetheart.
Now, we're going to get into the theme, though, Wiki. As much as I could bullshit with you forever, I want to get into this theme with you. This theme being holiday gift ideas. Holiday gift ideas. Now, what's your approach? What's your style for gift giving, Wiki? Are you somebody who likes to think real long and hard about something really personal and really nice? You make a big deal out of it? Or are you more casual about it? What's your approach?
Well, it depends on how close. My little circle of people probably consists of maybe 12 really consistent inside the circle people. Those people outside the circle, I'll get them on a damn swap chop or something.
Mm-hmm.
They expect me. I'm doing the walk and roll. They figure I got walk and roll money. So I send them like swap chop or just all the same gift. But the inner circle, I'll kind of think long and hard about those. Like the band members, I got them picks with their names on it. The drummer got some embossed drumsticks.
Mm-hmm.
And I think about those things for the people who are really close. They get my deepest thoughts and respect.
I see that.
And the closer, like a female, she gets showered with honey.
Showered? What was that? Say it again.
Showered with honey.
Showered with honey, like literal honey.
Whatever that sugar bear wants, she gets.
I see. I was imagining you like covering a woman in honey, which sounds like like it'd be visually alluring. Watching naked breasts covered in slowly drizzled with a honey.
I'm so hard right now with all those fancy words you said. I'm so horny.
Yeah, I can imagine, a pair of naked breasts, bountiful, bouncing breasts sort of being squished around and being covered in honey and kind of glistening just so under the light as the breasts sort of move around almost of their own will. Now,
oh my Lord, I'm so blinked up right now.
Yeah, and the honey sort of drips further down around the small bumps around of the areola, leading to the very erect nipples. Fram, we are horny for honey. Namaste says Fram. Horny for honey?
I'm where we walked up right now, Guru. There's the thoughts in my mind that went through that whole horrible side. I was just thinking two bodies with little kitty tongues rolling in honey.
Wow. Not even a honey syrup, just a honey. You want that full viscosity. I want ambient honeybees to make honeycombs on my geesh, says Phil Z. What's a geesh, Phil? Interesting. Thanks so much, Phil. Now, what the thing that I want to introduce is there who in your life, Wiki, is most in the position to receive the program, would you say? Out of your bandmates, your friends, your lovers, both past, present, future, which among them are in a position to receive something even remotely akin to the program?
That would be a man at my work. He's my boss, called Paul Wycliffe. I might be able to get him into the program.
Travcam says, I like to sting myself at the beginning and see if I can finish before anaphylaxis takes hold. Not bad. Interesting. Thanks, Trav. Appreciate that. Now. Now let's you tell me that name one more time.
His name is Paul Walker.
Paul Walker. We have a Paul Walker. What's your relation to Paul?
He's my boss at the welding shop.
And is he?
He drive.
Okay,
Yeah, he
continue.
drive a BMW. He got a wife. Him and them had a milk a baby. He's 50 and she 44.
And what about Paul makes you think that, that he's ready for something like the program, Explorations?
He ain't been paying no attention to college football, no NFL football. He seems down on his work. He seems kind of tired, and I think he's ready for a breakthrough of some type because he's not into his favorite things. He seems kind of moping, like he's moping around the shop. So I've been eyeballing him and said I could get him in a corner and have him change his whole, scramble his brains up like a cheesy egg omelet, and make him see a new reality.
And we have a Nevada Johnson. Nevada Johnson, socks and underwear. Explorer obsessed with tweezing, weird penis. Nevada Johnson, namaste to you. Well, honestly, one thing I was going to do with you, Wick, was to find a way to give a gift that would sort of introduce the program thematically to them, sort of like a Christian, they bear the most effective witness by embodying a Christ-like life rather than talking to you about the Bible or something, right? They lead by example. And I was going to try to give you something along those lines, something that would embody the themes here of the program Explorations. But it sounds like this Paul Walker in your life, Wiki, is simply ready for the program.
Yeah, he got a big old house.
He's got a big house.
Live out in Germantown.
And he's down, right? There's no better time to introduce something like Explorations, personal power program, than when somebody has been defeated by life. They're not sure who they are or where they're going.
Right. Sometimes he just looked like he lost.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like even the money, the house, the milk a baby, the BMW ain't cutting the mustard anymore. He gonna need a little bit of something to help him out.
Right.
The gift that keeps on giving, the program just fucking works. It just works.
Well, brother, listen, I'm going to send you some materials to give to this Paul Walker, okay? I'm going to I didn't really anticipate that we would reach this level with somebody in your life. But if they're ready, then I'm ready. If you say they're ready, then I trust you. I believe you. You've seen this work. I'm going to send you some materials in the mail, Wiki.
Oh, that would be lovely. That'd be so lovely.
Okay, well, that's that then. Well, Wiki, listen, it's been so long, and I'm excited to even ask you, but Wiki, we always like to close our calls off with a little bit of a song, a little bit of a musical styling, and I'd love to keep that streak going, Wiki, if you have something in you. Of course, you can say no. No pressure at all, but if you got something kicking around, an original, a cover, something on the tip of your mind that you want to share, I think I speak for everybody that we would absolutely love to hear something from you.
All right. I think I got one that would really sum things up, and it's a good one. I can do that for the community.
Please, brother, please.
All right, let me know when you're ready. Good.
All right, I paused the music on my end, and the oral stage is yours.
All right, and by this was called Woozer, and by this got back. It goes boom, 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 boom. In the time of the chimpanzees, I was the monkey, butane in my veins, and out to cut the junkie with the plastic eyeballs, spray paint the vegetables, dog food style with the beefcake pantyhose. Kill the headlights and put it in neutral. Stock car framing with a woozer at the cruise control. Baby in wiener with a vitamin D. Got a couple of couches, sweep on the love seat. Someone came in saying I'm insane to complain about the shotgun running in the stain of my shirt. Don't believe everything that you breathe. You get a pocket violation and a maggot on your sleeve. So shave your face with some mace in the dark. Saving all your food stamps and burning down the trailer park. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, cut it. So I'm pretty to know I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? Double barrel buckshot. So I'm pretty to know I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? Boom, 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 boom. And that's the first buzz to that loser.
Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness gracious, Wiki Wibba, you have left a crater in my mind and heart through your rendition of that song, and I think we all know really well. And the chat was ecstatic to hear that from you, Wick.
Oh, no, that was no problem. We've been working on these covers, and we're just trying to get to the Generation X boys, and we're trying to move it up to Generation YZs and the Alphas. We're trying to get them interested in the rock and the roll.
Oh, love it. Well, listen, there is no better disciple to be on the forefront of that vanguard. And Wiki, I know that the future of rock and roll is in good hands, knowing that you are its steward.
Oh, I appreciate that, Guru. You too kind. I want to tell everybody namaste. And y'all have a beautiful, beautiful Christmas coming up. We're gonna have a good party, I'm sure.
Oh, we are. I know. we got a meeting tomorrow just to kind of put our heads together and see what we can get to shake out of the tree.
We gonna rock and roll, baby.
Rock and roll, Wiki. Namaste.
I love you guys.
Wonderful to speak to Wiki, huh? Wonderful to speak to Wiki. It's been too long. It's been too damn long, huh? Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie. It's Michael.
Michael, welcome to back to the program. Young Michael, how are you tonight?
I'm doing pretty good.
Pretty good. Wonderful. I love that. And what's pretty good look like right now, Michael? How's your life? Give us a couple details.
Well, earlier today I took my senior portraits for my last year of high school. I've been a little bit sad the past 2 mornings, and I got easily overwhelmed, but it's nothing too bad. I can handle it.
Interesting. Sad, but not overwhelmed. Is this sad from the pictures or from another reason?
It's sad sad for just other reasons. I get upset in the morning, and it's easy for me to get overwhelmed.
Sad in the mornings. Yeah, I know what you mean. I also wake up sad in the mornings, more 99 times out of 100. Phil Z74, Michael, did you get laid over T-Day break?
No comment.
No comment. Also, I want to clear this up. We got a couple new explorers watching. Michael is 18, okay? Michael is 18 years old. Let it be known. Okay, that's all. I just need to clear that up. Because sometimes you call and sometimes people get like, oh, can we do this? Can we be doing this?
Yeah.
What do? Is what they get like that. Well, now, Michael.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. You do nothing. You have fun to enjoy the program. Now, wow. And J-Lord Gaming has terminated you, Michael. Namaste.
Oh.
Wow. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you?
All right, Leslie, let's get into the scene.
Well, I have just begun a trek on the Jazz Express. I'll be right with you, okay, Michael?
Let's go.
Trav Cam setting off the Jazz Express, second Jazz Express of the night. Lucky are we. Trav Cam says, Michael, what's your kill death ratio in Black Ops 6? Michael will be getting to that in just a moment, but first, let's tickle it. Toot toot, everybody. All aboard. Namaste. Blessings to you. Wonderful to be with you guys. It's Leslie tickling, giving you some energy and some insight into, a different route. As always, those of you may or may not know exactly what's going on. This is the Jazz Express. This is the Jazz Express triggered by the enthusiasm of the community. Whenever there's an overflow in spiritual energy here in the community, it sort of overwhelms our ability to verbally communicate. It overwhelms the universe's faculties to contain the energy that is being developed by the program. So that is when, ladies and gentlemen, we are thrown into the Jazz Express. We are forced to communicate with the vibrational realities of the universe. And that is through the majesty of jazz, as we know, as gifted to us by John Smith. Yes, that is the Mormon John Smith has gifted us jazz. He invented it, if you believe that. He says he was given it by aliens. John Smith, via aliens, has invented jazz for the human race. Now, a lot of people want to make a big racial deal about it. You know where it's going. You can hear the peanut gallery already speaking up about where jazz came from. Don't give them the light of day, all right? You and I know the truth. It came from John Smith. And let's hear what John Smith had to say.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John. Namaste, Phil Z74. I have jazz uniform on, velvet trousers, and unbuttoned silk shirt. Blessings to you, everybody. Namaste, beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm looking at a really gorgeous offering. Now, let's get back to Michael. Thanks so much, Phil. Michael, are you there, Michael?
Yes, I am.
Beautiful. All right. Well, we have a question for you to start off with from the chat. And that question is Druff the Wolf. Namaste to you. Welcome to the community. Blessings of Druff. Guys, let's welcome Druff to the fold. Namaste, Druff. Blessings to you and welcome to Explorations, the most effective personal power program in the country. Now, the question from the community. Travcam asks, Michael, what's your KD ratio in Black Ops 6?
I personally don't have a PlayStation, so I can't play Black Ops 6. But my friend plays it, and he's been playing it nonstop, and he says it's really good. I'm starting to think he might be autistic.
Right. How does he play a lot of it?
He plays a lot. He doesn't shut up about it.
And so you're getting it's getting to like autistic levels.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Well, listen, I would trust you to be able to diagnose that sort of thing out in the wild, especially somebody as close to you as a friend like that. So I appreciate you being honest with yourself about that, and let us know how that continues to develop. Now, question: we're talking about holiday gifts, Michael. Holiday gifts. Now, I'm gonna just ask you right up top: what's your style? What's your style for holiday gifts, Michael? Are you a gift guy, or are you kind of just not even really a gift guy?
I don't really mind. I mean, personally, I struggle with affording gifts, so if people don't get me stuff, I understand. It doesn't really matter to me.
So it's not really your love language, as they say. You don't give a shit either way.
Yeah, exactly.
Communal Vision coming in from Travcam. I'm Michael's friend, and I keep bugging him about it. Tell him I said, Jamhammer, he knows.
No comment.
All right, no comment. Blessings to you. Now. So, gifts. So, during the holiday season, Michael, tell me, do you feel a pressure to give and receive gifts, even though it's not your thing?
I do tend to feel a pressure. I feel pretty guilty whenever I can't afford gifts, but it's also not my fault because I live in America and I'm unemployed.
Right, and you're still in school.
Yeah, so
right.
It's kind of hard to do all of that stuff.
Right. Phil Z74 with a Communal Vision. Michael, pretend I'm super poor and I can only make gifts made from macaroni. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, I'll eat it.
He's probably talking about uncooked macaroni, if I'm reading that correct.
That's fine. It's a snack either way.
Wow. Brave, tough, masculine. That was masculine of you, Michael.
Thank you.
Now, Michael, so you're not a gift guy. You don't really care for them, huh?
It's fine. I mean, I tend to feel bad if I get a gift and I can't afford to get them one. So I try to avoid gifts.
Right.
But if I get one, I might as well take it.
Interesting. Now, tell me. I want to get into more on this business of receiving the gifts, Michael. Now, do you ever find yourself having to sort of cosplay the part of somebody who's really enjoying a gift in order to let the other person feel good about what they did? You ever find yourself in that position, Michael?
Not necessarily. I mean, unless they gave me, like, something I obviously do not want, then, I mean, it's a gift is a gift, and I'll appreciate it if I have to.
Wow. So I would say in a gift of not giving a shit fully, freely not giving a shit as you don't give a shit. It's kind of a Leslian gift in and of itself, Michael. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times, when people seek approval, they seek, they want to feel good. They want their desires to be satiated, and they want to feel good about themselves. They want to escape their feelings of being bad. However, this is not very helpful in many cases. And the energy that you're talking about bringing, Michael, is somebody who's going to receive any manner of gifts, right? You got maybe some family members that are going to give you some gifts. Maybe you got some friends that are going to give you some gifts.
Yep.
And what you're saying is, I don't give a shit, and I'm not going to pretend like it. And this they will experience as negative.
Yeah.
They will not like that about you.
I
for
mean,
a moment.
if I don't like something and, like, I'm never going to use it, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be like, I don't really have a purpose for it, but I appreciate it. But, I mean, I generally like most things that I receive. I haven't really had a situation where I received something I didn't like. So, I mean, I guess if I like it even in the slightest, I'll really like it, even if it's like socks. I mean, I love getting socks.
Love getting socks. Try to pin you down, Michael. It's not working out. Or are you going to get anything for your parents or for your, for anyone in your family?
I'm going to try to get some for my mom. I don't know if I'm going to get anything for my grandparents, though, because I don't like them.
Yeah, fuck them. You could tell them that you don't like them. That could be a really nice gift. Phil Z74, Michael, what was the shittiest, stupid-ass gift you've ever received? From Phil Z.
I'm trying to remember. I mean, one time I received a t-shirt that was like, what did it say? It was like, I'm just a girl who likes anime and video games. And I was like, dude, I'm never going to wear this.
Right, that was a piece of shit. That was not a thoughtful gift. You were upset by that.
Yeah, no.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, like, maybe I would wear it, but I didn't like the color of the shirt either. It was like black and then with like bright pink letters, and I didn't want to wear that like ever anywhere.
Right. Well, listen, I think you just straight up need to tell your grandparents that you don't like them. I'm going to be honest with you. Do they know that?
Yeah.
Do they know that?
I mean, my grandma knows. My grandpa's pretty cool, but I'm pretty sure my grandma can tell that I don't like her. I haven't said it verbally, but she can probably tell that I have a serious problem with her.
Right. I mean, she might be watching right now.
No.
She might be watching right now. I work with a lot with with seniors.
Maybe. Probably not.
Well, Well, listen, I'd love to mediate. I'd love to give you guys the gift of a mediation. So if you, I'd love to, be a conduit through which you are able to express your disdain for your grandmother. Should you, I want you to just think about that, okay? Don't have to decide now. Orchestar says, one time my alcoholic reject old-ass cousin gave me a 9/11 memorial DVD, jumper cables, and an Our Lady of Guadalupe candle.
That's great. I love those kinds of gift giving. I love giving like a conglomerate of
I kind of like that stuff. Yeah, that sounds like a solid gift, to be honest. Photoshop some photos of her cheating on Grandpa and hire a fake PI to present the evidence.
All right, that sounds good. I like that idea.
Yeah, these are good. So, listen, think about my offer, but it sounds like you, honestly, given your position in life, and this should evolve over time as your life evolves, but given right now your position with gifts, it sounds like you're holding it down. And I really, I think everybody could take a page out of that book, that if you don't like the gift, don't act like you like the gift. They need to know. Yeah. They need to know that they failed and fucked up and disappointed you. So that in itself is a gift, even though it feels bad. It's a gift. The ground, gravity. This is the real. This is real reality. Namaste. Well, Michael, any final words for chat as we talk about holiday gifts tonight before we move on?
I will say a recommendation I have is if you're giving a gift to a friend, give a gift that is. I like doing repetitive gifts, so I give the same thing every year, but it's different kind of each time. For my best friend, what I do every year for his birthday is I get him a kid's watch that has some kind of cartoon thing on it, and he loved it. He loved it because he collects them.
Love that. I love that. And then you don't even have to try very hard, but still, rekindle that connection every gift.
Exactly. All I have to do is go to Target and get an $8 kids watch.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Michael, thank you so much for, honestly, you're par for the course. You've provided our discourse this evening around holiday gift ideas with much kindle and much timber as the fire burns.
Thank you, Leslie.
Of course, Michael. Thanks for making the time to talk to us tonight.
Good luck Christmas shopping and namaste.
Namaste, brother. Communal Vision coming in from Stone Monster 400. That kind of gift getting sounds Euro. That kind of gift getting. What kind of gift getting? What kind of gift getting, Stoney? (708-240-8953). 708-240-8953. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, it's Phil.
Hello, Phil. How are we tonight?
I'm pretty good.
Pretty good. Look at you.
Early. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Phil Z getting back on the horse tonight, everybody.
The merry bells keep ringing. Happy holidays to you.
Wonderful.
Am I right?
Thanks so much, Phil. Appreciate that. Now, tonight we were talking about holiday gift ideas, Phil. Now, talk to me. Is there anyone in your life that's got you stumped, Phil, that I can lend my perspective and that of the program to help you come up with the perfect gift idea this holiday season?
Oh, hell yes. Well, obviously, when you're married, as one once does, you do that on occasion. That's as dictated by social norms. You get married, and then the next thing you know, you're stumped. You don't know what to get. So I started buying comfy things, very douchey shit in general. Mostly bracelets, perfume, the normal stuff, digital picture frames, that type of crap.
Is this for your wife?
Yes, that
Okay.
I mean that was that not clear what I was talking about?
No. I just wasn't listening. Continue.
Okay, yeah. So for your wife, you try to you basically try to like pretend you're a eunuch. You cut your balls off and say, what would I want if I have no balls? And so, I've kind of that's what I've gotten so far, and the hard thing is, as a man, I'm basically looking at what is the cheapest shit I can get maximum value on. You know what I'm saying? So I want to get a lot of crap, but nothing really like heartfelt, and kind of play it off as if I actually care.
Right. So, I think that's beautiful. I think you're absolutely on the right track. But I could see how.
So, like, I got Swarovski crystal bracelet. It's like it's not diamonds. You're gonna get a diamond bracelet. You're gonna get like second class shit.
Right. Communal Vision real quick from Stone Monster 400. Thanks so much, Stone. Stone Monster 400 says, Phil Comfy King Z should be his nickname.
I do like the comfy. I'm a big snugger. I'm a snuggly buggly.
Now. Let's talk about this. Let's. So this is your wife, and are you stumped? Do you feel stumped this year?
I feel like I'm just throwing like all the fucking things at the wall and seeing what sticks. That's my strategy.
You're heading on over to Temu, and you're just going ape shit, spending about $40, getting about 7 pallets worth of goods delivered to your home.
Like it's like just like buy whatever the fuck I can find.
Right.
Super ass cheap,
Yeah.
Now, I got her some nice LL Bean shoes. Is that cool? Like
no, that's
nice
not. That's not cool. No. And rather than tell you exact gift ideas, what I'm going to do is I'm going. What?
Isn't it called holiday gift ideas? Oh.
Yeah, but I'm gonna treat you more holistically before giving you exact ideas.
I understand.
Okay.
My apologies.
Now, your approach has been to imagine yourself as a eunuch in order to kind of put yourself in your wife's shoes. Now,
yes.
What I want to do is, as an exercise, is, that approach has bore fruit for you for years, as is apparent to anyone who just heard what you just shared.
I've lasted this long, yeah.
But I want to take a step back and try a different approach, not necessarily to come up with tangible gift ideas that you will act upon, but I want to explore maybe a different mindset with your wife, other than a eunuch.
Okay. Well,
so a eunuch famously doesn't have any genitalia.
That's correct.
And by that, symbolically, what we mean is sexless. Somebody who's sexless. They're like a real.
They're usually in like a monastery type situation.
Libidinal, like a libidinal, just like a brick wall.
Yep. It's like a Barbie doll down there. Yeah.
Now, what I want to do is imagine your wife with either a massive fetid pussy that is throbbing, letting out pheromones that can be smelled from miles. Men are approaching the door, knocking on the door, offering gifts. All right? People are traveling from all over the county to knock on your door and offer gifts because they can smell your wife's pussy.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Or, maybe you could try this. Imagine your wife
She's got a strap
just as like a foaming at the mouth, like a rapist with a penis. Someone who is so libidinally overcharged right? That they're ready to tear through walls. They don't see you, they see meat. They see what they want. They themselves are like a conquistador or just a blind animal,
wolf.
hardly conscious.
Aztecian type shit.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Now, let's go ahead and explore that. What does that person want this holiday season?
Oh, she wants to like go have sex with like a gay Broadway musical star. So I'd have to like turn someone straight to have sex with her in New York City. Like, you know,
fly her out, fuck a
yeah.
Broadway twink at
Correct.
brunch.
Exactly. Somehow, just turn them over and flip their gourd into getting so hot. That's probably what I'd have to do. That would be her mega huge boner gift.
Yeah. Okay. And let's come up with some more. Let's come up with some more. Let's really let this go now. Like an all-inclusive package, travel to New York for a weekend, guaranteed sex with, one of these theater guys.
Who doesn't actually like it, but will do it. Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter to her because she's a rapist in this scenario, huh?
Correct, yeah.
Right. So let's go ahead and take that another step further. What else would she want? She comes back and she said, that wasn't enough. What else you got for me? You fuck.
Oh boy.
What happens?
Maybe like a champagne tour in Napa Valley or something. Like some kind of like you get one of those buses that drive you around. You get super wasted.
No, you're doing the eunuch thing. You're going back to the eunuch. That's what a eunuch would want.
Oh.
That's what a eunuch wants to go and just like look at grapes and go to bed at 5:30 p.m. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about a ravenous sexual monster. But not just sex. Libidinal.
You're really challenging me here. That I have to be honest. I'm not used to this.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, Phil. I'm not here to play putt-putt with you.
You're pushing me to the edge. I can't. It's probably something like Smash Room type thing. She wants to like go to a room where she and then every single thing she smashes is a picture of my face. Something like that.
So she hates you, huh?
Well, I'm an easy target.
An easy target. Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, as we've discussed before. So easy. Okay. So maybe
it's like it probably would make her feel better. I think, and it might actually work. And then maybe afterward, I think maybe it might be therapeutic. Honestly, it might not be a bad idea.
A gun, maybe just a gun. You could get her a gun.
A gun. Wow. She hates guns. Even on
knife,
even when she's
sword.
Sword, maybe. Sword could be good.
Katana. Does she like anime?
No.
What about just like
she's a theater person?
You could get her like half of a cow, right?
Half a cow.
She or somebody libidinally charged like that, overly charged like that. They're gonna want a little something. They're gonna want a feast when the time comes. They're gonna want a whole. They're gonna want a whole half of a cow from like a local
big prime
farm.
Rib roast, like a super huge.
That's what I'm talking
about.
Roast. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like a 12 pound. Yeah, she'd like that. She likes the prime rib.
Interesting. Okay, cool. Wow. Okay, so listen, this is I think you need to change it up. I can hear the staleness of your voice, the sort of this confidence that you speak from about the gifts for your wife. You don't even believe this anymore. I can hear it in your voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think we need a new approach.
Can I ask you a question?
Please.
Can I ask you a quick question? What do you think about those old coupon books? You remember those? But instead of it being like, hey, I'll do the dishes, or which I do already, and I'll do the laundry, it'll be like, hey, leave me the fuck alone. I hate your face.
You could tell her that?
Book. No, the coupon book is for her to give to me because I'm annoying, and she'll be like, "Oh, you're fucking stupid,"
No.
and she can just like give me a coupon book saying like, "Get the fuck out of my face for a day,"
Nah, I mean,
or like, "I'm out of here. We're divorced for a day." That type of deal. I'm going to spend all your money. It's totally fine. Here's a coupon. What do you think? Bad idea? Don't do that.
no, because there's fingerprints of you in there, right? Of you being the like source of being a little pig bitch.
Yeah.
And that can be nice, but I want to think of, I want to think of her without, without the waft of you in the gift. I want to think of her as a rapist, and I want to think of what would that person want. And I think we've got a short list already. If you find yourself coming up with stuff, know that you're trying to give yourself a gift. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to take this to Discord because this requires deeper thought. I didn't realize.
Yeah, take this
where-
to Discord and talk about it with.
I didn't realize this was going to be what your recommendation was, and my brain's not really computing the rapist scenario.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's hard. It's tough to imagine, the people closest to us as just like, hot-blooded rapists. Pepperoncini, are you my favorite glutton for punishment? That's from Pepper.
I mean, you tell me. It's your life.
Wow. Okay, there it is. Beautiful answer. Well, Phil, thanks so much for calling up and sharing so much with us tonight. I really appreciate.
Thank you, Guru.
Absolutely.
You know what?
And it's
I
good
miss
to
you very much, and I just hearing your voice brings me much joy.
brother. Same. Absolutely. I'm so excited. Genuinely, it's to see your riddles back in the mix of things is truly a joy. I'm glad to see your found some time tonight.
My words are like a dumb motherfucker who had too much to drink. Oh.
I love that.
Namaste.
Namaste, Phil. You have a wonderful night, brother.
Very well.
Namaste. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wonderful to speak to Phil, huh? Wasn't it, guys? Wasn't it great to speak to Phil? It's been a minute. It's been a minute since we've spoken to Phil. Oh, 708-240-8953. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. We got a little more time on that clock, guys. What if I want a gift, says Beeps. What if I want a gift? What if I want a gift and he can't figure it out? You're a gift person and he's not, it sounds like. Is that accurate, Beeps? Yeah, I could feel that. I could feel that in the air. He's not a gift person. What's his go-to? What's his love language, as they say? Mish says, I want a gift. Oh, do you? Good luck. Massages and talking. He's a talker. He likes talking. Feelings. Massages. Physical touch. Lots of talking. It's funny how you're describing it. Phil Z coming in with a communal vision.
Blessings to you, Phil Z. I'm sending everyone in the chat the gift of a Dutch oven. Those are expensive. It's very generous of you. Thanks so much, Phil. You might just have to literally tell him. And then the part of you that wants him to be a gift person has to just take the L. Yeah, I mean, but you're sighing because you want him to be a gift person and he's not. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight? Hung up already. We got time for one more caller tonight. Yeah. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Guru, it's Pepperoncini.
Pepperoncini, great to hear from you, Pepperoncini. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing tonight, Guru?
I'm feeling wonderful. You're going to be our last caller of the night. It's been a fun night, an active night, as is the first night of the week, per usual. But you're doing all right. Let's just jump right in, Pepperoncini. You mind if we just jump right in?
Let's jump right in.
Let's just jump right in. Pepperoncini. Now, holiday gift ideas. You've been watching the program all night. You know what we've talked about, what we've covered. Something tells me you got something lodged up into the mental chamber to share with us. So why don't you just jump right in?
Wow, that's putting a lot of credit on me where it does not due tonight, certainly. I don't know. I kind of, I feel like I busted my load already for the gift giving of my closest loved ones. And so just knowing that, I mean, I kind of just don't want to do anything. Is that a reasonable expectation?
You don't want to get him anything?
No.
Interesting.
My son has an advent calendar. What else does he need?
When did you blow your load, as you said? When did you do
we got
this?
a new car. We got a new car in the last month. And
Fram says you didn't get me shit.
Yeah, that's true. He is 100% correct about that.
Now, so you got a car, and who is this for? Who's this person that you're referring to right now?
My wife and children, their safety, being in a new car, the luxury and comfort of driving in it, me chauffeuring them around in the new car. It's 100%, no joy in my part at all, loathing every bit of it.
It sounds like what they need is a reminder of how valuable the thing is that you gave them.
Yeah, exactly. And so, no gift seems like a good reminder of that. If I make that point specifically.
No,
do you not agree?
Well, no gifts. No, I think the no gifts thing will happen as a natural extension of reminding them of how unsafe the world is. I think if you, I don't know, got a car that like a different car, we had to rent a car today. Then you set up this thing where you throw the car over a hill, over a cliff or something, or you stage some sort of carjacking or so. I'm just saying, I think they need information on the back end because you as a man are dealing with the natural world, and the natural world is dangerous and bad.
Yeah. That's true.
And you've done what you can to protect them. So they need
both
to
of those things you've said are very real in our world of New Orleans. Both carjackings and people driving their cars into the bayou. So I do think there's a lot of credit to lend to that idea.
I think there's something there. I think they will come to understand the gifts they have. Should they have to wear your goggles? Your goggles just for a little bit of time.
Right. Yeah. I have to have my head on a swivel 24/7. and
Right, exactly.
the like tactical Glock look is not in right now. It really lowers my social standing, so all of my defenses are going to have to come from like, my keys. So I'm always on the lookout. I'm always concerned, and they live a free, life of joy and carefreeness.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. So exactly. I think something needs to be shaken up, and the gifts will give themselves. The gift of this car, the gift of the safety that you grant them, will become extremely apparent and more valuable than any sort of paltry little thing from Sears that you could get them.
Yeah, that's so true.
Do you know any like kind of hulking fellas that might be able to help you out?
Yeah, I think for it really to be believable, it has to be someone that my family hasn't met. I do think that there's this bar called the Phoenix Bar, and there's a lot of big hulking gentlemen, leather-clad gentlemen that might be able to help me out with that in particular.
I love that. Now that adds a whole new dimension. Go ahead and brainstorm a bit on that. How would you set something up with them in particular?
Well, I think, maybe it would be like I tell my family there's like an event happening at the bar, and they come in because like babies in a bar is kind of a thing in New Orleans. Like it's not something that is as frowned upon and seen as more of a social space for families in other places. Maybe coming to the bar, and then these guys got me pinned up against the pinball machine. The danger that I'm in, like seeing the protector in danger. What's more scary than that?
You should have them kill you, or like stage a killing, like kind of like
right, exactly.
Set up like a what's that thing called in movies where it pops and makes it look like a gunshot happened?
Oh, I'm not a movie guy.
You know what I'm talking about, though?
I think, I do. Yeah, absolutely. They got like the remote little poppy things that happen.
Yeah, set it up and have it like, I don't know, maybe make it look like you tried to protect them at the jukebox at the bar, and you got into a tussle, and then they watched their husband and their father die.
Yeah, and I like have a crinkled photo of them that's in my hand that has like a big red like bloody thumbprint in the middle of it.
Yeah, exactly. I think that is a bespoke detail. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, that's really what's going to sell it, right? Is it has to have the touches, to sell it. The details is what's most important.
Right, and then maybe like, how far, depending on how far you want to push it, that might set a stage for a couple gifts for them. And then you probably got about, if they think you're dead, and then somehow Santa drops off the Christmas gift still, and they each get a really nice gift, that might cover you for years. Well, then you come back and you're like, hey, I didn't die, and this is all to teach you a lesson. I think you're probably like 5 to 10 years.
I just don't have to give anyone in my family one of those gifts.
Yeah.
And so how long I am just in terms, I don't want to get too much into like the nuts of it all, but like how long am I pretending to be dead for? Am I standing up in that moment, or am I letting them like take me to the corners, like, in the freezer? I don't actually get in the freezer, but they put me in the little morgue car and drive me off.
That's interesting.
And then I'm at home, and then they get home, and I'm just there, and I'm like, what? And I'm like sitting on the couch watching a show or something like that.
That's interesting.
Maybe not even acknowledging that it happened, refusing to acknowledge the event that just occurred, and just ignoring it as if it's not something I can perceive.
Ooh, yeah. You ever seen The Game?
The Game? No, I don't think I have.
Michael Douglas. It's like it's like this. He sets this elaborate thing up for his brother to be like kidnapped, or whatever, and then at the end it's like, oh, it's fake. Spoiler. It's a 20 years old movie, but basically it's like the opposite. You set up like a big, fake, intense thing, and then you just completely refuse to acknowledge it. Get everyone at the bar in on it too. Say like, don't you can't
nothing
tell
happened
shit.
there. Yeah. Coroners, because it's not the coroner that did it, right? And I don't want to leave a string of, maybe leave a little thread to pull, as if like something isn't quite right. Like maybe they aren't crazy so that they have something to, And then at the end of all of it, this is great. I'm really loving this brainstorming session. It is almost like, I got you guys like a fun, escape room puzzle solving adventure. It's like it was a multi-year fun adventure thing. And then I don't have to take any of like the emotional damage from having done that.
Yeah. This is, I think you're in a perfect position. I think that impulse that you had at the very outset of this call, that I don't want to give them gifts. I give them gifts all the time, and they don't appreciate it. They need to understand. And I think that was a perfect place to begin this brainstorm and really come through with some really outside the box thinking. Somebody, I think it was, who was it? It was somebody who shared at the top of the stream that the chimneys are always collapsing. The chimneys are always collapsing. And so what that means is that our traditional avenues of gift giving and receiving during the holiday season are collapsing themselves. They our modes don't mean what they used to. We're not getting the same mileage out of it. Sometimes it's actually working in the opposite direction. And you have been terminated by Phil Z.
All right.
Namaste. But so what we covered with Phil though, just there, what we covered with Pepperoncini there is something really special. Outside the box. Sometimes the greatest gift that you can give someone that you care about is nothing. In the case of Michael, is not a gift person. He's not going to act like he's a goddamn gift person. If he doesn't like it, he's not forcing himself to like it. Does that disappoint people that he loves? Yes. Does he care? No. Is it better than any gift that he could give them in return? 1,000 times yes. Reality, grounded, moist soil of metaphysical interaction. That is worth its weight in gold times 1,000. Namaste to you, to Michael. Namaste to Pepperoncini for truly ending our stream on some really special outside the box thinking. Really special outside the box thinking. And everyone else, there were a couple of good calls, but some of them were real stinkers, and they were not on topic, and they pretty much wasted our time. So namaste, think about that. If that was you, maybe think about what it is that you're, trying to accomplish by calling in and kind of just flying right in the face of the theme, as I try to give you the tools that you need. I'm not really sure what it is that, perfect, yes, yes, beautiful, yes, namaste, beautiful, perfect. Beeps hit it. Namaste. Now, guys, absolutely gorgeous stream tonight. That was our final caller of the night. Gorgeous stream to be with you. Tuesday night stream is always a fun one, guys. It's always that first Monday, with the kindergarten class after the weekend. You spend half the goddamn day trying to get them to sit in one fucking place and look in a single fucking direction for maybe like 3 hours. And maybe by lunch, you've instilled one new thing or covered one old thing that you covered last week. It's really, really special to be able to be in that energy with you, though. I say, I'm framing it in a sort of negative way to kind of paint a picture, but I enjoy it. I love that. I love the chaos of that. And Lord knows that Explorations itself is built on the chaos of exactly that. Namaste to you guys. Beautiful. Beautiful stream. A wonderful stream. I want to thank my moderation team for being with us tonight. Absolutely crushing, holding it down, doing a fantastic job. Orchestar, VJ Cat, JJ Plays, Craigulators. Namaste to all of you. Doofus Dusseldorf. Guys, I also want to thank my community of Devoted Light. Community of Devoted Light is the best and most effective way to support this program. Loads of material. I just dropped 12 minutes of videos into the Patreon to be watched. Extras from the Growth Growth to Nowhere tape. By the way, if you haven't gotten your tape yet, message me as soon as you can, because I do have extras and I can send you one if you don't have yours for some reason, if you're waiting on that Growth to Nowhere tape. But guys, wonderful shit. We'll be with you this upcoming Tuesday. This Tuesday. We're back to normal this week. I was sick last week. We're back to normal. We are going to really fucking get crazy on Thursday, of course. Really buckle down. Holiday season presents some really interesting opportunities by which to really tap into the power of the next level. So namaste. Let's go ahead and raid somebody right now. We're raiding, guys, of course, Main Doors. Main Doors was the first chatter tonight, and that you were here at the end. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. A more committed explorer you will not find. Namaste to you, Main Doors. Good night, guys. Well, good night, Grizzled Curmudgeon. I'll see you guys on Thursday night, normal time. Blessings to you. Join the Discord, Twitter, all that other shit if you want to keep abreast. Otherwise, let's head over to the Luke Man. The Luke Man, friend of the stream, personal friend of mine. Who the fuck knows what he's up to? Oh, he's doing the Fortnite talk show again. Lots of fun over there. Namaste, guys. I'll see you guys Thursday night. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.